Marilyn Monroe, a name that echoes through the ages. But did you know that she was a passionate reader with a library of over 400 books? Often perceived as the embodiment of glamour and sex appeal, Monroe was more than just a pretty face. She was a woman of depth and intellectual curiosity who found solace in the written word. Born as Norma Jean Mortensen on June 1, 1926, her early years were far from the glitz and glamour of Hollywood. She spent her childhood navigating a labyrinth of foster homes and orphanages, a period of her life that was marked with instability and hardship. But it was during these trying times that Norma Jean discovered her lifelong love for literature, a passion that would remain with her throughout her transformation into Marilyn Monroe. In her vast collection of over 400 books, you'd find works of literature from authors like Ernest Hemingway, F. Scott Fitzgerald, and James Joyce. She was drawn to their profound exploration of the human condition, which resonated with her own experiences. Monroe wasn't just a casual reader, but an ardent student of literature, often scribbling notes in the margins of her books, engaging in a silent dialogue with the authors. Monroe's love for literature was a testament to her intellectual curiosity, and it was this curiosity that drove her to continually seek knowledge and growth. Despite the hardships she faced, she refused to be defined by her circumstances. She was always striving to learn, to improve, and to make something of herself. The journey from Norma Jean to Marilyn Monroe wasn't just a name change, it was a transformation born out of resilience and determination. It's a story of a girl who dared to dream and dared to become more than what society expected of her. Before she was Marilyn Monroe, she was Norma Jean, a girl with dreams bigger than her circumstances. The transformation from Norma Jean to Marilyn Monroe was not an overnight journey. It was an arduous trek, filled with peaks and valleys that ultimately led to her iconic status in Hollywood. Monroe's life took a significant turn in 1946, when she signed her first contract with the major motion picture studio, 20th Century Fox. This was a pivotal moment that began to shape the trajectory of her career. Still known as Norma Jean, she was a fresh face in Hollywood, an unknown quantity with a dream and a desire to make it big. But with this contract, she wasn't just another hopeful starlet anymore. She was a part of the bustling, glamorous world of Hollywood, where dreams were made and stars were born. This was the first step towards her transformation, but it was not the last. The studio executives saw something special in Norma Jean. They saw the potential for a star, a radiant light that could captivate audiences and light up the silver screen. And so they decided to give her a new name, a name that would soon become synonymous with beauty, glamour, and sensuality. Norma Jean Mortensen was no more. In her place stood Marilyn Monroe. Her breakthrough role came in the form of the movie Niagara in 1953. This was the moment she stepped into the spotlight and became a sensation. In Niagara, she played the role of a femme fatale, captivating audiences with her beauty and talent. The film was a hit, and Monroe's performance was lauded by critics and audiences alike. The success of Niagara catapulted her to new heights. She became an instant star, her name a byword for glamour and sensuality. Her career took off, and she quickly became one of the most sought-after actresses in Hollywood. It was a meteoric rise, one that made her a household name and a symbol of beauty and sensuality. With her talent and charisma, Marilyn Monroe quickly became a symbol of beauty and sensuality in Hollywood. She was no longer Norma Jean, the unknown hopeful. She was Marilyn Monroe, the star. The 1950s were truly Marilyn Monroe's golden era, an era that saw the blonde bombshell become an international icon, her name becoming synonymous with Hollywood glamour. This was the decade that brought us some of Monroe's most memorable performances in films that have since become timeless classics. In the heart of the 50s, audiences were treated to Monroe's sparkling performance in Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. As the diamond-loving Lorelei Lee, Monroe charmed her way into the hearts of moviegoers, her rendition of Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend becoming an instant hit. Soon after, Monroe lit up the screen in How to Marry a Millionaire. Playing the visually impaired yet beautiful Paula Debevoise, Monroe demonstrated her gift for comedy, her comedic timing as precise as a Swiss watch. And who could forget the 7-year itch? Monroe's iconic white dress billowing over a subway grate is an image deeply etched in Hollywood history. Yet it was her captivating performance as the vivacious and naive The Girl that truly stood out, reminding us all of Monroe's magnetic on-screen presence. Yet behind the bright lights and the glamour, Monroe yearned for more. She sought to be taken seriously as an actress, not just seen as a blonde beauty. In her pursuit of more challenging roles, Monroe formed her own production company, aptly named Marilyn Monroe Productions. She also took her craft seriously, honing her acting skills at the prestigious Actors Studio in New York. Under the guidance of Lee Strasberg, Monroe delved deep into method acting, seeking to bring a depth and authenticity to her performances that went beyond her glamorous image. Despite her glamorous image, Monroe yearned for roles that showcased her acting abilities, not just her beauty. The golden era of Monroe was not just about glittering gowns and sparkling diamonds, but also about a woman's relentless pursuit of artistic recognition and respect, a pursuit that would shape the latter part of her career and cement her status as a true Hollywood legend. Behind the radiant smile and glittering gowns, Monroe carried a heavy burden. Despite her glamorous image, Monroe was beset with personal struggles that painted a stark contrast to her public persona. Her love life was fraught with heartbreak. She married 3 times, each ending in divorce. Her first husband, James Doherty, was a merchant marine she married at the tender age of 16. Her second, Joe DiMaggio, was a baseball superstar known for his hot temper and jealousy. Her final husband, Arthur Miller, was a brilliant playwright who couldn't cope with her emotional instability. With each failed marriage, Monroe's despair deepened. Her dreams of finding a loving and stable relationship persistently eluded her. But the struggles didn't end with her marriages. Monroe grappled with mental health issues, a battle she fought privately, away from the prying eyes of the public. She was plagued by bouts of severe depression and anxiety. Her struggle was an uphill battle, one that she fought with grace and determination. In addition, Monroe struggled with substance abuse. She became dependent on sleeping pills and barbiturates, a dependency that only added to her troubles. It was a dark path, one that she unfortunately couldn't find her way out of. This all culminated in the events of August 5, 1962. Monroe was found dead in her home, an empty bottle of sleeping pills by her side. The world was shocked. The radiant star, the woman who seemed to have it all, was gone. Her death was ruled a probable suicide, but speculation and conspiracy theories have swirled around the circumstances of her passing ever since. Marilyn Monroe's story is a poignant reminder that fame and success come with their own shadows. Her life, while filled with glitz and glamour, was also marked by personal struggle and tragedy. But despite it all, she remains a symbol of beauty and strength, a testament to the human spirit's resilience in the face of adversity. More than half a century after her death, Marilyn Monroe's legacy continues to captivate the world. This woman, who graced the silver screen with her beauty and charm, has imprinted herself on the canvas of pop culture in ways few could ever hope to achieve. Marilyn Monroe is remembered not just for her roles in films like Some Like It Hot and The 7-Year Itch, but also for her personal style. She was a trendsetter, a fashion icon who set the bar high with her signature red lips, her platinum blonde hair, and the unforgettable white dress billowing around her knees. Even today, she remains a muse for fashion designers and an inspiration for countless women around the world. But Monroe's legacy extends beyond her style. She was a talented actress, a woman who could make you laugh one moment and move you to tears the next. Despite being typecast as a dumb blonde, Monroe was anything but. She was a student of method acting, studying at the renowned Actors Studio in New York. Her performances earned her a Golden Globe, and today she is hailed as one of the greatest actresses in the history of American cinema. Monroe's influence on future actresses is undeniable. From Madonna to Lindsay Lohan, many have tried to capture her unique blend of vulnerability and sensuality, her ability to be both a sex symbol and a woman of substance. Her famous quotes like, "I'm not interested in money, I just want to be wonderful," resonate with generations, encapsulating her pursuit of personal fulfillment over material success. The ongoing fascination with her life and death speaks volumes about her enduring appeal. She is a symbol of a bygone era, yet also a timeless icon whose story continues to intrigue and inspire. Theories about her death, her relationships, and her struggles with fame and personal demons continue to fuel discussions, books, and films. Marilyn Monroe was more than just a blonde bombshell. She was a woman of depth and complexity who left behind a legacy that transcends time.